and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Howell from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. He's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
2nd and 10. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down, Howell now.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On 1st down, Howell.
And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Howell.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Smart move to throw that one. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Folk's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to it. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
10 yards there, good for Washington 1st down.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Howell.
Under pressure and down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Add another one to the total of Josh Sweat, who surprised many with a Pro Bowl season in 2021, but he certainly earned it. A career-high 11 sacks.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing here, Howell.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Washington offense set to take over again.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Powell.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Powell throwing on first down here.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Howell to throw on second down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Trying to power it in with Arma. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal.
Let's go. No, no, take go.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Aaron Siposs now.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hal down to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
And Hal will throw it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Got it.
Folk's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got a man, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The man in motion is Brown.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And not a in sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find John.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, Howell now.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That is caught. Oh, a heck of a move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 40-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
And he is going to have a Commander's first down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Washington, first down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Here's Howell.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Howell throwing for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
At the 24-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line,
You just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And we'll get another look now at Sam Howell in this Commanders offense.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
35 yards that time on the punt.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Throwing here, Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Folk's kick is good.
But now they're is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. What's the deal, dog?
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to... lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Bingo.
On the give, here's Robinson.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Check. Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
Folks, kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The fullback run, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Powell.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to throw, Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Powell out of the shotgun.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And take it right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 31. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Second down throw for Howell. Quick slant, Dotson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Howell to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down by 7. 65 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
Well, this was a